Hello everybody, welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Set. So, I could have uploaded this one last week if I wanted to. However, I feel like it didn't feel right having the last video 2021 being, Duel Links. So, yeah, here we go. So, here's a topic of discussion, especially for people who know about Duel Links specifically. Well, I was watching the history of Duel Links by The Law. And some of what he said got me weirdly thinking, especially considering a lot of the KC Cup winners and all the decks that people have been using in the official tournaments there. And I've noticed that, like, aside from maybe Zane and Cyber Dragon, like, everybody's using DM characters, unless it's like for some like level duplication or something that's usually like a 5Ds character, but like where it's almost always some sort of DM character. And I got me to realize that, like, a good chunk of DM characters have, like, generic skills. And whereas newer characters tend to have skills that benefit only the deck that they're, known for and nothing else. And, like, maybe, like, there's a chance that a skill might benefit some other deck that, like, unintentional based on, like, the name of the deck. Like, for example, for Cyrus and Speedroids, since this whole thing is like, oh, you could stuff something about Roid characters, but since Speedroids count as Roids, it affects them too. Or for something like, Jack and Archfiends, because his main monster is called Red Dragon Archfiend, and he has the King of the Archfiend skill, which works with every single Archfiend synchro, like, Archfiend's Call. As you can probably tell, I've been using him quite a lot. It's one of my favorite decks. But, it really got me thinking, why don't, other characters, aside from the DM characters, have, like, good generic skills? By good generic skills, I don't mean, like, the generic skills that they already have, since every character has some generic skills. But no one has, like, good generic skills. So, like attack charge, like defense charge, that sort of thing is kind of useless. Like, some people have, like, mostly number exceeds based ones. Sure, that's fine. But, like, for ones like, that deal with, oh, if you have, a specific type of monster, or a specific attribute monster, then, stuff happens. Like, I guess a good example of, like, a good generic skill, what I mean, is Sharks. Sharks Territory of the Waters, because it applies with every single water, not just, not just the Shark Exceeds ones, but then again, like, most of the Shark Exceeds ones, like, don't have, like, archetype names. So that's kind of more line of basically only boosting his deck. But again, it works with Mermails, so it counts. But what I'm saying is, why can't, let's say, Declan have, skills if he has a Fusion, Synchro, Exceeds, and a Pendulum monster all up in the field? If you control one of each, like 3 of one of each, then stuff happens. Is what I'm saying. Is, like, why can't let's say, I don't know. What's let's say one of the Janes does, like, all sorts of, like, if you have, like, all sorts of hero monsters, not just elemental heroes, or not just evil heroes. That's what I mean. Like, to have, like, multiple different kinds of stuff. Or if he, I don't know. I can't really think of good examples right off the bat. And just what I'm saying is that, like, maybe it should be time for, newer characters to have, skills that are just kind of generic, but are kind of more specific to them, like stuff that makes sense to them, but also generic enough so you don't only have to worry about their main deck. This is why that's kind of what I mean, right? Or for, like, Jack, not just Rationary, but like Fiend Tuners specifically. Like, there's more Fiend Tuners or Dark Tuners, not just Fiend Tuners. But then again, like, some Rationaries aren't all dark. But, like, you get what I mean, right? Or, because, like, I know Jaden has skills based on warriors, like the reinforcement skills. Why can't there just be more skills about him having warriors monsters, not just heroes? That sort of thing. So yeah, kind of get the idea of what I mean. It's like more like I like how I have more skills, more like Territory of the Sharks, and less like generic, like all of Supreme King Jaden skills. It's what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's pretty much like what I'm thinking of. Like maybe that could probably give some more character representation and not just generic DM staples, but their characters is what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's just all my conversation for this video. I could probably tell I didn't mention like the misplay I've had. That's kind of more misclick than a misplay. But yeah, it's more misclick. But it doesn't really matter because I did end up winning at the end, so whatever. So anyway, see you guys later for the rest of this set. It features Melfi, features like the Summon Skull, and it features the Fire Fist deck. So get ready for that.